Section 5 of A Treatise of the Fear of God by John Bunyan. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. This ungodly fear wrought by the spirit of the devil. Question. But by what spirit is it then that I am brought again into fears, even into the fears of damnation, and so into bondage? Answer. By the spirit of the devil, who always labours to frustrate the faith and hope and comfort of the godly. Question. How doth that appear? Answer. 1. By the groundlessness of such fears. 2. By the unseasonableness of them. 3. By the effects of them. 1. By the groundlessness of such fears. The ground is removed, for a grounded fear of damnation is this: I am yet in my sins, in a state of nature under the law, without faith, and so under the wrath of God. This, I say, is the ground of the fear of damnation, the true ground to fear it. But now a man that we are talking of is one that hath the ground of this fear taken away by the testimony and seal of the Spirit of adoption. He is called, justified, and has, for the truth of this his condition, received the evidence of the Spirit of adoption, and hath been thereby enabled to call God, Father, Father. Now he that hath received this has the ground of the fear of damnation taken from him. Therefore his fear, I say, being without ground, is false, and so no work of the Spirit of God. 2. By the unseasonableness of them. This spirit always comes too late. It comes after the Spirit of adoption has come. Satan is always for being too soon or too late. If he would have men believe they are children, he would have them believe it while they are slaves, slaves to him and their lusts. If he would have them believe they are slaves, it is when they are sons, and have received the Spirit of adoption, and the testimony by that of their sonship before. And this evil is rooted even in his nature. He is a liar and the father of it, and his lies are not known to saints more than in this, that he labours always to contradict the work and order of the Spirit of truth. John 8. 3. It also appears by the effects of such fears, for there is a great deal of difference betwixt the natural effects of these fears, which are wrought indeed by the spirit of bondage, and those which are wrought by the spirit of the devil afterwards. The one, to wit, the fears that are wrought by the spirit of bondage, causeth us to confess the truth, to wit, that we are Christless, graceless, faithless, and so at present. That is, while he is so working in a sinful and damnable case. But the other, to wit, the spirit of the devil, when he comes, which is after the Spirit of adoption is come, he causeth us to make a lie. That is, to say we are Christless, graceless, and faithless. Now this, I say, is wholly, and in all part of it, a lie, and he is the father of it. Besides, the direct tendency of the fear that the Spirit of God, as a spirit of bondage, worketh in the soul, is to cause us to come repenting home to God by Jesus Christ. But these latter fears tend directly to make a man, he having first denied the work of God, as he will, if he falleth in with them, to run quite away from God, and from his grace to him in Christ, as will evidently appear, if thou givest but a plain and honest answer to these questions following. End of section 5.